right, say hello to the Cadillac Viking Marching Band. They're joining us in studio for Week 9, the final regular season of prep football, and they had a big night. They're an excited bunch, let me tell you. We'll explain more on that in just a minute. Could not ask for a better evening to end the regular season. Got a rivalry half a century in the making, a doubleheader under the bright lights of Thurlby Field. But we start with the Lake Michigan Conference title game. Grayling and Boyne City both undefeated in the league, of course on a collision course all year round for tonight's exciting matchup. The final Lake Michigan Conference champion will be crowned. Of course, they're merging next year with the Northwest Conference. So let's see what we got here. We come out of halftime. Early third, Scout Tobin gets the handoff for the Vikings, runs into the end zone, and you'll pick up the theme here. It was a Viking kind of night across northern Michigan. 44-7 at that point, Grayling leads. Kevin Harris then with a great run for the green and black. And when I say great, I mean unbelievable. Like, he was touched 4 or 5 times, Spencer. I mean, the highlighter shoe is really working for him.
The legs turn.
That's right. We emphasize that every week on Hometown Highlights. End of the third now. Michael Branch does his damage. That's an easy 6 plus the field goal. 51-7. We go midway through the fourth now. Boyne City, they're still keeping the momentum or trying to push through as much as they can. Luke Sage picks up a touchdown there, but Grayling, this was their night. They roll at home. They are your final Lake Michigan Conference champions in a historic repeat, 51-13, the final this evening. Another great one at the tip of the mitt, the 49th meeting between St. Ignace and Cheboygan tonight. Two northern powers, middle of the first. Chiefs knocking on the door. Nick Bevy runs this one in down to the 1 yard line. He finishes his hard work here. 7-0. Chiefs take the early lead. Then after the Saints drive stalls out, they're going to punt. Ben Pearson gets a huge return. You're going to have to look at Mr. Pearson there. He's in the middle of your screen. Number 24. He's in the middle of your screen. He's about to get a lot closer, which means he gained a lot of yards on this one play alone. Gets in the Chiefs' red zone. Sets up another Bevier run. God, this kid can run. Look how fast he is. He's a tall guy, too. Not your prototypical running back. He punches in 14-0 with a minute left in the first quarter. Saints, they need something, anything. Squib kick return, Brandon Oja. Oh, yeah, Oja. Check him out. Basically doing an imitation of the previous return. Looks like he's going all the way, but the defense and that guy in the zebra shirt pretty much stopped him. They're down at the 10-yard line. They'd have to settle for a field goal, but this was all about the Chiefs tonight. Cheboygan wins this one huge, 48-16. It's raining touchdowns in there. Spencer.
Well, you know it's a big deal in Traverse City when they're keeping the lights on for a doubleheader at Thurlby Field. And it's entering Week 9. Both Central and West need wins to ensure they would get into the postseason. Both drawing tough opponents. The Trojans coming up against 8-0 Cadillac. We got the band in studio tonight. A Cadillac Viking team looking to clinch the Big North title outright. Jump right into the third quarter. It's Jalen Brooks, and this kid can do it all. He runs right, runs left. This guy's just running himself. And run he does down to the 46-yard line. Vikings trying to keep the momentum up. This time Brooks runs and makes a long heave of a throw. Caught by Logan Webb, but the touchdown won't count. Illegal forward pass. Slow it down there. Don't cross the line of scrimmage. Stays 6-0 Cadillac. Ball over to the Trojans at this point. And in the fourth, QB Sean Williams throws to Zach Egbert. Nice grab. He not only makes the catch, keeps his balance, takes it for a nice game. And it's on the same drive the Trojans.
I like Zach. He's a good receiver.
You know, he's always on our hometown highlights, so he must be doing something right. Same drive, Williams hands it off to Ethan Campbell, another kid he's a regular on hometown highlights. He takes it, he does what he does, scores 6 points. But Cadillac will keep their losses to none tonight. They win this one 14-7, keeping the record 9-0. Big North Conference champions, the Cadillac Vikings. Band loves it in here tonight.
Yeah, a bunch of fist pumps going up when we just said that. Of course, they knew that 3 hours ago.
Of course. TC West meeting an Allendale team from downstate, only has 1 loss on the year. Falcons already up 7-0, looking for more. QB Hayden Majowski finds Nate Kateria for 6, and it's 14-0 Allendale at that point. After a West punt, Allendale takes it all the way down to the 1 yard line. 4th and goal. Caleb Breitup breaks it up, says, not in my house, not tonight at Allendale. West would force me punt, but they get it back. And check out this grab. Jeff Turnquist finds Gordon Carter. He climbs the ladder. Great grab there.
Play of the week nominee.
Right there. And then Turnquist again looking to air it out. Finds Zach McGuire over the middle. Official would run into our cameraman there, but he would take it down the sideline. And he would score 6. The West would cut into that lead a little bit. And they're cut the lead to 14 at that point. Falcons looking for more, and West playing some nice defense here. It's a strip by Breitup, and Carter would recover it. That would lead to a field goal. It's 21-10, but Allendale win this one 34-27 on the road at Thurlby Field.
Yeah, West had a tough schedule. We'll see if 5 wins is enough to get them into the postseason. That's 2 days from now. Glen Lake tonight fired up after a loss last week. hosting North Muskegon, a team that beat them last year. Great 29-yard field goal from the soccer player Henrik Ord. Gives them a 10-7 halftime lead in the third. Travis Wiltjer fumbles. Good return by Mitchell Edick of North Muskegon. I thought he was one of the guys jogging, but he's in front of them. He's way ahead of the pack. But a penalty is going to bring that one back. A lot of penalties tonight. You got to behave on the field. Failed to score. Next North Muskegon drive, Brody Scott intercepted by David Grisbink. David, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hardest one to say all week, and I've had some hockey highlights. More Laker defense on display. The quarterback, he's on defense. Carter Lee with the pick. The guy knows where to look in that outside, deep in the routes there. And Lakers, they had a touchdown late. They go on to win tonight, avenge that loss from last year in North Muskegon. They're rolling into the playoffs, 17-14. Well, we're always smart here on Hometown Highlights. Cadillac Vikings, they're the very smartest of the group. They clinched a Big North Conference football title tonight, a 9-0 season, and the band pretty spotless, if you ask me, tonight in our studio. Well, let's move over to Lake Michigan. Although Grayling and Boyne City was the headline game out of that conference, both Kalkaska and Elk Rapids put together some productive seasons this year as well. 7-4 Spencer Wheelock has more on their big rivalry game tonight. Let's throw it to him over there. Spence.
Hey, thanks, Harrison. The Blazers and the Elks always draw a big crowd to their matchup. Now, this year, both teams have something to play for. Elk Rapids needs that one very important 6th win to get into the postseason, while 6th win Kalkaska is looking to pad its resume heading into Selection Sunday. Take things to the action now. Pick things up in the second. Elk Rapids QB Adam Troutman, impressive all year, looks to the air. This one's picked off by the Kalkaska quarterback, Will Noble, playing some defense. And he would add a nice return onto this one, and the Blazers, they're in business. Then this is 4th and goal. They got pushed back by the penalties, but Noble doing it with his arm now. He looks to the end zone. He finds Cameron Kavanaugh. Takes a hit.
Good placement.
But he scores 6. The PAT would be no good. That would be costly in this game. It's 6-0 Kalkaska. Still in the second, right before halftime, Troutman airing it out again. Check out this beauty of a grab. Logan Sintiri taps the sideline. 1 foot, that's all you need in high school to stay in bounds. That's a beauty of a catch right there.
You need all the prep plays of the week.
Prep play of the week right there. That might be it. And on the last play of the first half, this one's up there for a nomination too. Troutman finds Colin Wilson underneath. He makes all the Blazers miss. Will Noble there cannot close the gap. And he's in at 7-6 at the half. And the Elks, that PAT would be costly. Like I said, they win this one at home 13-12, and they're in to the postseason.
Yeah, both those teams are in. It's going to be some fun watching those two. Well, you want to talk about fun, entertaining 8-man football tonight. Bellaire hosting 8-0 Rapid River. There's some future Eagles watching this one from the sidelines. Rapid River QB Jake Pearson keeps it to the outside, knocks over the pylon for a TD. For Rapid River, they are looking mighty impressive. Nobody can seemingly beat them from the UP. Bellaire offensive lineman, though, Jacob Campus hauls in this deep ball off a fake punt on 4th down. That's what you do. You fake them out. That's how you get on the board. Bellaire running back Chase Small now. His name's Chase Small, but he's going to get a big old gain here. He's not going to get 6, but he's going to set up a nice scoring drive for the Eagles QB Bailey Proctor. He's going to pass to Rick Foster. Proctor to Foster right into your living rooms. How's about that? Rick Foster came over for dinner and you didn't even know. Rapid River, though, they go on to win this one pretty big. Final 74-42.
Wow.
Well, Mancelona, Inland Lakes. Mancelona, we're going to start with Logan Borst. A long run late in the 4th quarter. After Borst's run, we're going to look into Justin Spires. God, all these guys, they're returning everybody here.
Regulars on Hometown Highlights.
They're sneaking in. TD for Spires off the Borst hard work, 14-12 at that point. Eric Wheeler now. He's going to get the critical 2-point conversion because this one ties it up. And just as Spencer talked about earlier, is tying the game up and making those key plays. This one, 2-point conversion would be very critical. Inland Lakes running back Daniel Flowers with a long run to keep their final drive of regulation alive. And he's going to pretty much run out the clock in the process, I think. In the end, this one goes to triple overtime. Mancelona, they're the ones that win that one, though. A final score, I believe, 28-26 in triple overtime.
Well, Manistee Chippewas heading up north tonight to visit Benzie Central. Pick things up in the first. Manistee quarterback Alex Bialik. He rolls out and he finds Seth Peffley for a gain of 12. And then the Chippewas, a little trickery here. Fake punt. A lot of fake punts tonight. Logan Bond, he's off to the races. He picks up 20 yards on the fake punt before being brought down by a Benzie defender. And it sets this up. It's by to Tanner Lidston in the back of the end zone. It was 7-0 Manistee at that point. And talk about a second-half surge of offense. They go on to win this one 40-28. It was 7-0 at the end of the first, but Manistee gets the big win on the road.
Yeah, we had a lot of scoring there in that last few set of highlights. Soccer score report tonight. Bellaire Eagles soccer, they did well in football, didn't come up with the win, but the soccer team, huge win. They won a regional over Muskegon Catholic Central. They're now in the Final Four for Division IV soccer. They'll play next Wednesday in a semi. I'll let Cadillac close this out. The Big North Conference champion marching band Vikings. Take it away, guys.